Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and today we are playing with something different. And different, like, it's eyeshadow, obviously, but it's different because I had never heard of it before. The brand is Persona, and it's called the Identity Palette. Now, if you are like me and you are obsessed with Ulta.com, and you go to like the news section to see like what's new, what's popping, what's just coming out, what's just making its way into my world, and let's be honest, into my wallet, you will have seen this palette floating around, and I was like, Persona. There's a brand I've never heard of. So what's the first thing I do? I go on to Google, and of course I have to Google who the hell are these people. Like, who do you think you is sneaking all up in my Ulta basket? So it was founded in 2016. And I'm just reading this off of the personacosmetics.com website. It was founded in 2016 by makeup artist and beauty blogger Sona Gasparian of Simply Sona. Or maybe it's, I'm assuming it's Sona because it's Persona. Maybe it's Sonia. I don't really know. But S-O-N-A is how you say her name. With over 10 years of artistry experience and a combined social following of 1 million, she set a journey to craft quality cosmetic products combining the voice of her vast audience and her knowledge of makeup. Basically, she grew up watching her mom like in her salon, and again, all that is just from the Persona website. So basically with this palette, it is called again the Identity Palette. She calls this, on the back here there's a quote, and it says the ultimate eyeshadow palette for brown eyes. I have hazel eyes, so we're gonna be like, I'm basically part-time every color, and so we're going, I'm just gonna try it, who cares. So you get, oh my gosh, you get 12 shadows, right? 4, 8, 12, yes. And I already got something on my palette. Good job, Paige. You're a winner. And this is the palette. I'm just going to real quickly tell you that, okay, these are about half, I think they're half and half. Half shimmer, half matte. You guys, I did not expect much. This palette, now keep in mind, okay, this palette is $32. And I was like, that's kind of expensive considering, you know what, guys, real quick, Kathleen Lights had a huge impact on me. When she started saying, like, that's expensive, I say it all the time. Like, Kathleen, honey, you ruined me. So anyways, it's very, I was like, that's not cheap. Like, $32, and I was like shooketh a little at the price, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's like such a neutral palette. Maybe it's because like I don't know what, but I was just like, girl, why you costing me $32 for these 12 shades? Coming from the girl that buys Natasha Denona shadows. Paige, you need to get your life together. You guys, I realize the hypocrisy. It's very real. Now, let's talk, what are these pan sizes? What are we talking about here? These are 0.04 ounces, and yeah, so the pans are actually a decent size in here. They are just under the size of like an Urban Decay shadow, but they're still pretty decent pan size. I like them. I like the way that they're arranged too. I like that the squares, if you can see them, they're actually like bigger pan sizes, which is nice because I can fit my brush in them easier. I hate little slivery, tiny little, ooh, and I can't get my fluffer brush in there, and I get all kind of pissed off. Guys, it is not a good situation. Oh, and it is 4.5 stars, 31 reviews on Ulta.com. Also, in case you were curious. It does come with a little mirror. It is just a cardboard component, so nothing too exciting there. The front, though, it does have like this really pretty like picture or graphic to it, which I like. It's a very sleek kind of essence, which I always appreciate. I love this idea of playing with packaging and kind of making it your own, whether it be super glamorous or chill, something like this. This palette does have a very all-around, more chic, subdued, like simple eye. It reminds me a lot of, you know how when people say like, oh, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna become more refined or whatever, which yeah, okay, but you're going to, you know, get to this place where things that are simple, you just make them refined, make them chic, make them your own. And this palette reminds me of that refined taste that you end up like looking for as you get older. In swatch, in color, all the aspects, that's kind of what this reminds me of. And of course, you guys, if you haven't noticed yet, I did do all the swatches on my arm. We will go ahead and get into those super quick and then put them on our eyeballs because, girl, I cannot wait no longer. I've had this palette sitting next to me for a little while now. All this other stuff to film, and all I wanted to do was touch this. I just wanted to like touch it because I love it. First up, we have this matte peachy pink shade here in the shade Humble, Sassy, Gold Digger, Seductive, Charming, Maverick, Bombshell, ooh, Goddess, yes squad, Audacious, Chic, Bossy, and Fearless. And that is the entire palette. Yes, squad. And real quick, just a couple of disclaimers. One, if you look at me and you're like, girl, why does your foundation look funny? I'm trying this new foundation combination and I'm not going to lie, like it's not going the best. So I'm a little bit about it. And my eyes will not stop watering. So you'll see like redness on the outside. It will not affect like my overall review of this palette, but it might affect the eye look some. You guys, like I have a hard time sleeping at night. We've talked about this 1,000 times. So sometimes my eyes water like crazy and I spend my days with a tissue trying to like get them to stop, which by the way, they don't. Oh my god, my nose itches. Anybody else, like I can't itch my face when I have foundation on. I just have to pat it like a weave, except my face. Feels really great. Dude, this corner right here is jacked. Ah, burns a little. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Oh my god, you guys, my brows this morning, I almost like legitimately just was like, I'm not doing this today. Like wipe all my makeup off and go to work without makeup on because I could not deal with them this morning. They wouldn't listen. Like when I tell you that this is like A++ to where they started, okay? And these are still pretty jacked and they're still way better than where I started. I'm just having like a really off morning today. Like I don't know what it is. My voice sounds deep. My nose is not loving it. My eyebrows aren't digging it. My skin's all messed it up and I'm just like, what? But my highlight is popping, y'all. Yes. Oh my god. So anybody else, real quick before I get in this palette, anybody else, like I broke a highlight on my vanity. Like I didn't break it. It like literally fell out and just broke all over. But it was like literally my favorite highlight. Like I'm obsessed with it right now. And I like, as it's all over like crumbled, I like scooped up what I could, you know? And then like what's left on my vanity, anybody else, like I was like dipping into it and using it this morning. Like literally, it's not in a container. It's just like on my vanity, like in a pile of beautiful dust. And I like tapped into it with my brush and I used it. Is there harsh judgment there? Is that, what do you guys think? Would you do something like that? What do you think? Huh? Anybody? Just me? P.S. My own hand right now in the viewfinder just scared me because I could only see like this much of it. And I was like, what is that? That's my hand. Anyways, let's prime my eyes, you guys. Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer for my eyeballs. Yes, please. Very importante. Is there a setting color? Yeah, I could probably use this top light pink one. I might mix it though with the shimmer shade underneath just to lighten it up a little bit because otherwise I think it'll be a little too pink for my lids. And by a little, I mean quite a bit. So let's do that real quick like. Yes, please. Okay, so the pink actually worked out really good by itself. It is a little bit dark for what I would normally set with, but it'll work for the purposes of this palette. I'm kind of really excited to use this. I want to start layering these up into my crease. I think I am going to start by mixing the shade Charming and the shade Audacious right here, mixing those and putting those into the crease to start. They are beautiful matte shades. Oh my gosh, I love them. And that's where we are gonna start today, honey. Holy pigmentation, Batman. Oh good Lord, I better blend my life away. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, you guys. My shades, when I was swatching these, holy crap, are these creamy. Okay, so I think we've all had that moment where like we want to test out a new product or whatever, but we're convinced that like it's gonna be not good quality. Like, anybody else do that, or am I like the only horribly judgmental person? Like, I saw this online and I was like, oh great, like a new brand trying to make the name for themselves. They're gonna give themselves a high price point so that I think they're good because they're expensive and blah blah blah. And like I immediately became like the bitchiest, most judgmental person in the entire world, right? And now I swatch them, literally some of the creamiest freaking shadows I've ever swatched in my life. Like, okay, what is this? More foundation, I'm sure. Literally so creamy, like the mattes swatched better than like almost any other matte I've ever swatched. Like we're talking high quality Natasha Denona matte shadow quality. These things are insane. I could not believe how much I loved them in swatch. Like, I swatch off camera, and I'm so glad I did, because I was like, what? Like, I didn't expect this, and it was, like, kind of rude. Like, I expected you to be garbage, but it wasn't so much that I expected that. Like, I've just come in the last, like, couple months to not expect a whole lot from matte shadows when I swatch them, because they always swatch so disappointingly, and not one shadow in here, not one, was not a good swatch. Like, these are all first take, like just beautiful. The reflective ones weren't like super crumbly. They were just really nice. Like, the whole situation was really beautiful. I'm not going to lie, there's a lot more pigment to that than I anticipated, and I screwed it up a little bit. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of that first shade Humble, the one I used to set my eye, and I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. These are super pigmented, and I kind of just like sat a giant ball of pigmentation on my eye, and it doesn't look that great at the moment, so I'm just going to try and fix it. Like, damn. You know what, you guys, I'm always talking. Okay, I'll get to that at the end. Paige, mental note for that. I need to keep putting stuff on my eyes. Otherwise, this video is never going to end. I really actually do want to play around with this purple shade right here. It's the shade Chic in Palette. It's like the one shade in here that's like got more of a purple kind of tone to it. A lot of the things in here are the more brown base, or, you know, the more sunset base. And this one has like that just super beautiful, like, Chic is a perfect name for this color, I think. Oh, yeah. I literally just got done saying in my last video, like, well, you guys, all the palettes I've been reviewing lately are super basic, so all the eye looks are the same. And now this one, super basic palette, super basic eye look. Like, uh-oh. Oh, well, you guys. The basics in the world need love, too. Okay, next up, I'm going to go in with that Morphe E17 brush just so I can get a little bit more definition all up in my creasel area. And what shade do I want to play with next? Yes, please. I think I'm going to keep deepening up the crease. Again, nothing super exciting. These two shades right here are the ones I want to work with. I believe those are the shades Maverick and Fearless. This is like just the next darkest matte brown, and then this is the darkest matte brown in the palette. Because, I mean, girl, if I'm going to be basic, I'm going to be basically blended and basically fabulous. Basically sultry, too. I love this. It looks so, like, smoked out and gorgeous. I just can't even right now. How would you guys feel if I just left this piece of toilet paper here for the rest of the video? Not good? Big shocker. Annoying. But that's okay, you guys. My channel is all about being normal. I'm just a normal person. I'm just a normal person with chronically watering eyeballs. If you're new to my channel, hi, what's up, guys? I'm not normally this disjointed, but like today I am. I don't know what's going on in my world. Is anybody else like obsessed right now with how dark, deep, and smoky my eyes look? Because I am. P.S. you guys, no fallout yet. Yeah, no fallout from any of the matte shades. Like, I thought that there was fallout, but that was just my eyelash. So that's kind of something you can leave on your face. All right, now for my all over lid color, I feel like I really want to play with this super duper light shade right here because the outside of my eye is already so dark. So I want to try putting that on. I want to go in, that's the shade Sassy. I mean, like, look at that. Oh, girl. I want to try using it without anything. Oh, okay. Like, dang. Now, I am curious. I want to know what it looks like or if it looks any better or more intense with, like, a sprayed brush. Mainly just because I feel like that's information that we all need. I mean, duh. All right, wet flat brush. You know, honestly, it looks just about as good. It's a little easier to apply with a brush, I think. I can pack it on and intensify the color with less work than with your finger. But honestly, it applies really nice either way. You guys, that's really stinking pretty. Maybe I do want to zhuzh this little business up just a tiny little bit. I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe I want another shimmer on my lid, you know? I really, for some reason, I'm drawn to this, like, it's called Bombshell, right? But it's such an interesting gold. It's like gold mixed with brown. It's not bronzy gold, but it's not like a regular gold. It almost reminds me of like dirty gold. Like, I don't know, there's something about that shade that I really love. I want to try and take that like in this area somewhere on the outer eye, just because I can't stop looking at it. Like, it's such a unique color to me that I'm just like, I might want to try that. Oh, girl. Obviously, we're going to have to blend all these edges together, so do not be berating me with that business. I always get a kick out of people, like, in the comment section of, like, the big YouTube videos where people are like, I paused the video just to let you know you need to blend. And I literally laugh. I'm like, well, if you unpause the video and you finish it, you'll see that they do blend and that your comment was not only unnecessary, but really stupid. Yeah, that's a rough one. Like, sometimes I'm just shocked, like, legitimately shocked by how stupid people are in the comment section. Not of my videos yet, but, like, in the big videos, I'm always just like, why? Like, not only why, but, like, why do you talk? Ever. In general. Like, I don't care if you're ordering a Happy Meal. Why are you talking? Stop. You guys, that's actually a really pretty color. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, on the eye, it's like gold meets brown with meets like a little, like, dirty green, kind of. Ooh, child. Now, there is quite a bit of fallout from the glittery shades. Nothing uncommon. We're just going to wipe that business away and act like it never did happen. And now, girl, we better be blending before people start thinking that I don't know how to blend. Which there are some videos I've watched back and been like, do you know how to blend? Because I'm concerned. Oh my god, you guys, I am like actually stunned by how much I am obsessed with that eye look. Child. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I am really actually excited to play with this color. Where's my smudger brush? Like, literally one day when I hopefully become relatively successful at YouTube, there will be an entire video of me going, where's my smudger brush? Like, it'll be in 3,000 videos because it goes missing all the time. I found it. But it just jumps around my vanity. Like, I'll leave it in the same spot, and I swear to God, it moves on its own. Anyways, I'm really excited. I want to go back in with that orange, like burnt orange shade, that audacious color. I love that color. Like, you guys, I'm obsessed with it. I think it is so beautiful, so rich, but so subdued at the same time. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, now I also want to take, and I want to sheer that out a little. Actually, you know what? No, that's a lie. I want to take that purple shade, the chic that I kind of really love, and I want to take a little bit of that, focus it on just the outer V, because I really love those two colors together, and I love that she paired them next to each other in the palette, because you guys, they go together so seamlessly. Oh, yes, that's so beautiful, and it really just gives me that final little that I was going for. Ooh, child. Now on the inner eye, on the lower lash line, I want to go with a lighter gold color, so I think I'm going to go with the second guy right here. I just really love him, and I want to see how he looks on this lower lash line. Now, I also want to go back in with that shade Sassy, this white shade right here, and I want to pop that on the inner eye and see how it looks in there. Well, hello, brow bone highlight, master of the universe. Ooh, girl. Okay, you guys, let me go ahead super quick. I'm going to finish up, add my mascara, and I don't know what that was or who that was, but I'm going to go do that super quick, set my face, all that goodness. We will come back. I will give you final thoughts on the sexy little guy right here. So hang tight for like 1 second. Girl, I know you can wait that 1 second. All right, guys, I went ahead. No, I didn't. Okay, for real, now I have my mascara and my eyeliner on. I don't know what I did. I turned the camera off. I set my face, put on eyeliner, put on lipstick, or no, I'm sorry, no eyeliner, just lipstick, and then turn the camera back on. Like, no liner, no mascara. Like, okay, try again there, Paige. Good try, though. All right, you guys, I have some final thoughts about this palette guy right here as I drop everything else. Plastic, oh good lord, it's like a landfill up here. You guys, I was really skeptical of this palette. I was really like, I was pretty much dead set on the idea that I wasn't going to like it, or for some reason I saw it online and I was like, yeah, I don't think the quality's going to be good, whatever, and I am pleasantly wrong, surprised, everything in between. This is a great palette. If you are like a traveling person, you are basic as all basic, you love all the browns, in like that neutral kind of warm tone palette, oh my god, this is the palette for you. I didn't think, like I said, that I would love it as much as I do, but you guys, when I was swatching these, I knew right then that there was going to be a thing between me and these shadows. They are so ridiculously creamy and blendable and just easy to use. And what I was gonna say while I was putting them on, but then like I was like, no, you need to stop and actually wait for your thoughts. I love, and I've said this in other colors when I talked about the Subculture palette and several other palettes as well. My biggest pet peeve, sorry about the sniffles, by the way. I did take medicine, but like for some reason it's not kicking in. Where was I going with that? Oh, when I use shadows, especially when there's like, you know, these beautiful pops of like burnt orange or purple, things like that, that are going to be layered. So they're not going to be like the darkest color, right? But there's still a pop of color that I want seen. I want my eyes to reflect the different colors that I've put on them. Meaning if I put on a burnt orange, I want you to be able to see it. I want it to look like I've layered brown with burnt orange with like a dark purple with this, and I really want you to be able to see those colors. Whether or not you can look at my eye and be like, oh look, I see it. You can see it when you step back and go, wow, this is beautiful, this shade is beautiful, this and this, and you can see how they lend themselves to each other, but they still maintain like that unique color profile. These shadows are literally professionals at doing that. As I was layering these colors all onto my eyes, and you guys, I used, holy bejesus, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I used 9 out of the 12 shades in this palette today, and I can literally see that I used them all. I can see that I took the time to really blend them together, but I can also see that there is a lot of effort in these shadows to look like the color that they were and to blend so well. These are also super duper pigmented, so if you pick this up, make sure that you go in lighter hand at first until you know like what kind of color you're going for, because initially I kind of screwed up in that crease and I was like, wham, and there was a lot of color going on, but I was able to blend it out and it looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's almost like an airbrushed finish from like here up. Like, you guys, I don't know how it translates on camera with all these friggin' lights, but I can tell you that that is one of the most beautiful, like, fade smoky eyes I've ever done. If you are going for a smoky eye, if you want a palette that can transition from day to night, this is your guy. I honestly can see this being like workplace, and then you go home, you pop on like 2 more colors, you run out the door. This would be such a great transitional palette. This is a great palette for someone trying to get started into like a wearable smoky eye. I consider this a wearable smoky eye for me. I have super hooded eyes, so mine looks a little bit different than like a normal smoky eye. But for me, you guys, I would consider this all day long a very nice, sultry smoke. I could have added a little bit darker like onto the lid, but I try not to because, again, hooded eyes, they tend to fall shut, so I like to open them up as much as I can. But you guys, for $32, this is a great, great palette. And I was actually thinking about another palette that I just reviewed. I think you will have seen it by now, I'm assuming. But, okay, stop. But it's the Hidden Treasure palette by Dose of Colors. And I was actually, in this review, I was like, oh my god, like, this palette was like $50. I think it was $49.50, so in the 50 range, right? And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, for these couple shades, like, that's all you get, right? And then I'm sitting here looking at this going, $32. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with these. And it's so much more, like, compact and fabulous that I can't, like, you can travel so much easier with this than you can with this. Like, look at that. Like, it's literally just, it's like almost half the size. Like, are you kidding? And it's got so many more colors, and they're so, well, not more colors, but this had 10, this has 12, but they're bigger pans, and they're just so beautiful and amazing and creamy. I can't say enough good things about this palette, you guys. If you're looking for a neutral palette for browns, I wouldn't even say brown eyes, you guys. I would say just any eye. I don't care what eye color you have. Oh my good lord, you're looking for a brown, sultry, beautiful, smoky eye. Here it is. The only thing it's missing is like this, the shade Sassy, which is that all over light shimmer. I wish that they had that same color in a matte for an all over eye color, or an all over, like, you know, eye setter. Plus it would have made a nice matte highlight, for there are a lot of people out there that really love a matte highlight as far as like this part or their brow bone. I'm not one of them personally, so I don't miss it too much, but that is something it's missing, as well as a black. Some people are like die-hard black eyeshadows. Again, me personally, I think that this shade Fearless worked out freaking I can't imagine. Like, it's perfect. Me personally, other than maybe having like a light shade to set my eye, I would not change this palette. I think it'll look great on so many skin tones as well. It is online only, by the way, at Ulta.com. So if you do pick it up, obviously not sponsored. That sounded so sponsored. It is online only at Ulta.com for $32, girl. You better go get you some. That sounded so sponsored. I can't. Okay, why did I spit on myself? I wish I knew. But anyways, you guys, if you end up picking this up, be sure, comment down below, let me know what you think. Is it something you're into? You guys know I always check my swatches, and they literally look like I just did them 5 minutes ago. They look great. These are beautiful. I have a feeling they're going to be super long wearing shadows because they look amazing on my eyes. And I'm just really excited about this. I don't know why. I feel very happy about it, you guys. And I hope that this was helpful to you if you've been looking at it like me and you've been in that new section at Ulta.com. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, and by the way, if you're curious what's on my lips, I am wearing the shade Chihuahua from the Too Faced Melted Matte collection. I'm obsessed with this color. Used to be one of my favorites. Too Faced, in one of my most recent orders, they actually sent me a little sample deluxe tube of it. And it reminded me of how much I love it and that I can't find my original bottle. So I had to look for that, but I'm obsessed with this shade. Oh, girl. It's like the perfect mixture of like a brown pink. Normally I wouldn't have done it with this eye look, but I love that this color like pulled that super like light shade up here. Stunning. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Be sure to check that description box for all of my social media handles, like the Snapchat, the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, all the things. Be sure to go there for that, because that's where the fun is like happening the rest of the time that you're not watching these videos, although they do go up almost every day, so like that's a thing. And you guys, I just hope that this was helpful. As always, I hope that I made you giggle, laugh, maybe, I don't even know, pee your pants a little bit. I don't know what people be doing in the privacy of their own homes, you know what I'm saying? So I will talk to you guys all later. Hope you have a great day, night, weekend, or whatever it is when you're watching this, and I will talk to you guys all in the next one. Bye. Yes. 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 Yes, God.